Maude here to help out those who know nothing and give you a quick recap of what you need to know about Game of Thrones going into Season 6. Warning, there are so many spoilers coming at your face. So let's quickly preface by saying that Season 5 was the most controversial for sure. And there was no shortage of death. So let's check out a map of Westeros and Essos to recap what's been going on to get you all fired up. So let's start at the wall in the north of Westeros, where winter is, after 5 damn seasons of talking about it, really coming. Stannis Baratheon gets stuck straight into it by burning Mance Rayder alive for treason, and then offers Jon Snow lordship and Winterfell in return for aid to take the north. Jon says no. He's busy with his new plans to save and use the wildlings to protect the wall against the impending White Walkers, even though his fellow Night's Watchmen aren't okay with the plan. Jon sets off to Hardhome, and you see one of the biggest holy shit wow battles this season has given us, with a huge avalanche of Whites and Walkers. Next, we see our first natural death with Maester Aemon. Then Samwell Tarly leaves for Old Town with Gil, leaving Jon Snow without many allies at the wall, so he gets tricked and stabbed up by most of the Night's Watch, and they leave him to die. Ooh, it's no joke. Over in Winterfell, there is now an alliance between the Vale and the Boltons, as made by the saddest wedding ever between Sansa Stark and Ramsay Bolton. Reek, of course, still rhymes with Meek, and he won't save Sansa Stark from physical and psychological abuse. The aftermath of that wedding was not cool. Reek confesses that he never killed her younger brothers and ends up escaping hand in hand with Sansa, jumping off the castle walls into the heavy fall of snow. Ooh, they're really Bolton. Stannis was at his camp here in the north and, feeling desperate, agrees to Melisandre's request of sacrificing his own daughter Shireen to the Lord of Light by burning her alive, expecting very, very high temperatures. Stannis' wife is so distraught that she hanged herself, and not condoning Stannis' actions, half of his army decide to desert him as well. He tries to take over Winterfell with the remainder of the forces. He's defeated by the Boltons. Brienne then stumbles across this wounded Stannis and, fulfilling her revenge on Renly Baratheon, seemingly slays him. Quite conveniently, then we see Melisandre flee for Castle Black and entering the walls of the wall. Wally. King's Landing starts slipping into despair as soon as Tommen marries Marjorie Tyrell, meaning that Cersei loses all of her hold over him and the power that he commands as king. She re-enlists the faith militant who carry the authority to condemn sinful acts. Sir Loras Tyrell is imprisoned for being gay, as was Marjorie, who lied to protect him. But among the Sparrows is vocal member Lancel Lannister, aka the squire who boozed up King Robert during a boar hunt, resulting in his death. He was then thanked by Cersei. Those actions landed her in the doghouse, and it was only after confessing that she was released, and she had to walk through town naked. Never fear though, her passion project with Qyburn is complete. Rise, Frankenmonster, rise! In Dawn, you meet the perfect breasts of the Sand Snakes, the 3 bastard daughters of Oberyn Martell, aka who naturally want vengeance. Cersei and Jaime's daughter Marcella is still a guest in Dawn, but with these threats happening between the Martells and Lannisters, Jaime, along with Bronn, go on a rescue mission to retrieve her. All of this scheming was actually the brainchild of Alara Sand, who guarantees Trystane's seat on the small council and sends Marcella back to King's Landing, poisoned and dead. Now let's see what it's like across the narrow sea in Braavos, because it's all about Arya Stark. She begins working for the Faceless Men in the House of Black and White. She assumes a new identity, oysters, cockles, and clams, to learn secrets of the harbour and kill her assigned target. But instead, she stumbles across Meryn Trant, who's on her kill list, and assassinates him instead. Her punishment? She's now blind. Lastly, in Slaver's Bay, the insurgent Sons of the Harpy have infiltrated Meereen's defences and are on a killing rampage to revolt against the Mother of Dragons. See you, Sir Barristan. Meanwhile, Tyrion, who's been rescued by Varys, travels to Meereen via Volantis, where exiled Jorah Mormont kidnaps him to win back favour with Dany. His dwarf gift doesn't even help his cause, because even though Dany accepts Tyrion as her advisor, she banishes Jorah again. The Sons of Harpies ambush the fighting pits and Jorah saves her life once again, and her once roaming black dragon, Drogon, also comes to the rescue in yet another attack, and then they fly away, where she becomes overrun by the Dothraki. Not good. Or is it? Dunno. Jorah and super babe Daario Naharis search for her, leaving Tyrion, Varys, Missandei, and Grey Worm to save Meereen. Can they do it without their fearless queen? Whew! Now you are all caught up. Super excited for Season 6. We will be doing a weekly recap right here on SourceFedNERD, so hit that subscribe button if you want that goodness. Never forget, the night is dark and full of terrors. I'm Maude Garrett. See ya.
Konnichiwa minasan, welcome to Anime 101, where I get to talk about weird anime stuff in hopes of making it less weird, or not.
Oh my gosh, can you guys please put me on a dragon? Can that happen, do you think? I'm on a green screen.
It's gonna be hard.
Just in case.